And going back to, your time on the show, I think we were all a little curious about, what went down with Noah. Is that something that's resolved since the show has aired? Or have
Yeah,
you guys kind of just...
I have negative, beef or tension with Noah. I never, in my mind really sort of never did, despite how it kind of, came out there. I commend Noah for doing as well as he did on the show. I think it was, perhaps a bit of a disservice to myself and to, Tasha and our, potential there. But, is what it is. And I think, the bottom line and the way that I kind of look at it is that really any woman that's, sincerely and seriously interested in Noah as, their suitor and, hand in marriage probably isn't interested in Bennett. And, I think that in and of itself, we were such, different people at such different places in our life. If there was a girl that I was interested in, that she was more interested in Noah than me, fine. I have zero interest in her, and literally that would absolutely never work out. And so I think that, the way that I look about it, or excuse me, the way that I think about it now, Noah and I are in touch, occasionally we text, we've talked, we've, like been in touch on, Instagram and such. By all means, I have nothing but, support for Noah. I want him to be successful in all that he does. And, I'm rooting for him just like I'm rooting for the rest of the guys as well.
Did you think when you gave him the gift that he would react, or how did you think that he would react, I guess, to the gift that you gave him?
I honestly thought he'd be pretty dumbfounded and kind of taken aback. The intention with the gift was, totally honest and trying to just really have a moment, not where I was, on a soapbox sort of giving a lesson on emotional intelligence, but really to sort of make him think about, my actions, his actions in comparison to the, 4 components of emotional intelligence, and just maybe, have a honest, earnest, conversation about it. And I have a younger brother as well, who is 1 year away from, Noah, right? And so I kind of looked at it as sort of an older, younger brother, moment, and was hoping just to have a very honest, heartfelt conversation with him. The way that it came out, I saw it on TV too, and I was like, maybe that didn't look quite as good as I, had hoped and, anticipated. But, at no point was I, super worked up or, yelling or, screaming or anything like that. It was a, concerted delivery and a pretty, in hindsight, a pretty concise, thoughtful delivery on emotional intelligence, and a point by point comparison of, how one person acted versus another. So, I have no regrets about it, end of the day, and I think, I know how it was intended, and would probably, do something, very similar again, given the opportunity. I don't have any regrets other than, perhaps just saying, hey, Tasha, if you're into Noah, see ya, I'll leave right now, and left it at that, right?